is the battle over yet? This is exhausting. Just get me as far away from the front lines as possible.
Python.
Yes! Yes?
Why the surprise? I just wanted to see how you were faring.
Oh, well, I suppose I've had better days, sir.
Honesty always was your finest trait. Still, now that Alm has assumed leadership, we've many new recruits. They're inexperienced and even frightened in many cases. Such men look to you, and it would behoove you to set a better example.
Begging your pardon, but I ain't so sure that's a good idea. Folks already got you and Forsyth and Lucas for role models if they want them. If old Python starts acting all hoity-toity, they'll have no one approachable left. Someone around here has to stay on their level.
I understand, but this is an army. We must also teach them discipline.
You won't get discipline if you don't create a welcoming atmosphere.
And you don't think we have that now?
Well, I didn't say that, sir. But truth is, it's not always easy for everyone to find his or her place here.
I see. Ah, Python, I'm glad I found you.
Something wrong?
I must confess, our last discussion has been weighing on me quite heavily. I seek to close the rift between the Deliverance's nobles and commoners. But there are days when it seems to only grow wider. Have I not endeavored to treat those of low birth fairly? I always thought to reward my men based on merit, not station. And yet you believe that some still struggle to fit in.
Well, you won't win any points by using terms like low birth, sir. You make it sound like it's our privilege to be elevated to your level. Like, if we don't have your station, then all we really have are our merits.
I never meant to slight you, Python. Nor anyone else.
Yeah, I know that. And anyway, you didn't create the order of the world. It ain't your fault. But, respectfully and all, you might want to stop preaching understanding. You can't understand us. Not really. Your life is just very different.
You're right. I've never had to worry about starving or freezing to death. I have never had to face the same indignities or despair as you. Yet in trying to champion those causes, perhaps I have become a hypocrite.
Don't flog yourself about it. Lots of commoners want a champion like you. Hell, Forsyth practically walks behind you tossing out rose petals. But some of us common folk just aren't ever gonna relate to you, so... You know what? What do I know? Forget I said anything, sir.
Python, wait. Python.
Sir Clive, your spirits lifted yet? Sorry for running my mouth, by the way. After our last heart-to-heart, everyone blamed me for putting you out of sorts. Claire practically had me at lance point. Wait, not practically, literally. Anyway, if you could tell him to let up on poor Python, I'd appreciate it.
I apologize for what you went through, especially that lance business. It took me some time to come to grips with all you told me. Would you hear me out?
All right.
Python, I believe in structure. There should be a king and a nobility, and beneath them, common people. That is the structure I was born into. And, to be blunt, I still believe it is the structure a kingdom needs to survive. So I apologize if that does not sit well with you. But I can believe all that, and still have tremendous respect for you. I mean what I say, Python. Noble or common, any man who fights at my side is my ally and friend. I just wanted you to know that.
I really got your silk stockings in a bunch, didn't I? Well, so long as we're leveling with each other, I think you're dead wrong. Nobles living fancy while the people starve ain't structure. It's privilege. And I hate any man who looks down on me because of it. Now, does that mean I hate you? No. You may not be my favorite person in all the land, but...
Clearly not.
Touché. Well, let's just agree to disagree on this point, huh? You may not know what it is to starve or freeze, but you still put your life and livelihood at risk for the sake of others. That's enough to win my respect. I mean, it's sure as hell something you'll never catch me doing. So even if you don't have my undying affection, rest assured that you have my bow, at least until this mess is over.
This gladdens me, Python. Thank you. I cannot say what waits for us at the end of all this, but I hope that we will secure better lives for noble and commoner alike. So please, keep fighting. If not for me, then for Alm.
I said I would already, didn't I? Whatever. You got it, sir.